Imagine standing on Earth, not today, not even 100,000 years ago, but 3 million years in the past. No cities, no humans, just wilderness ruled by creatures so powerful today's lions would look like house cats beside them. Some had jaws strong enough to turn bone into dust. Others carried weapons nature has since erased, tusks like hooks, horns like spears, beaks like axes. Most are forgotten, their bones lie buried, their names rarely spoken. This is the story of 7 forgotten beasts that ruled the Earth 3 million years ago.
"3 million years ago, Earth was both familiar and alien. Cooler climates, expanding ice, shrinking seas, the Pliocene epoch. In North America, giant camels. In South America, sloths the size of elephants. In Africa, our tiny ancestors taking their first steps. But we weren't rulers. The world belonged to beasts, giants of tooth, claw, horn, and tusk. Predators waited in rivers. Killers lurked in forests. Even plant eaters carried weapons.
It was a planet in balance, predator and prey locked in a brutal arms race. And our first forgotten giant, the giant terror bird.
Imagine a bird taller than you, flightless, costly, armed with a beak like an axe. The terror birds of South America ruled with speed and power. They sprinted down prey, then slammed their beaks with skull-shattering force. Some may have hunted in packs, others alone. Either way, they were apex killers. But when South America connected to North America, cats and wolves arrived. Terror birds couldn't compete. Their reign ended. But the rivers of South America were still far deadlier. Meet Purosaurus, 40 feet long, 8 tons of muscle and armor. It's by force, 15,000 pounds per square inch, strong enough to crush bone like chalk. It didn't chase prey, it waited, hidden, silent, until a horse or a camel bent down the prey. And then, with lightning speed, it dragged them under. But even giants fall. Purosaurus needed endless food. As rivers shifted and prey declined, the monster crocodile disappeared. Still, not all giants were. Some were strange herbivores, equally unforgettable. At first glance, you'd think it was an elephant. Towering size, long trunk, and look at it. Its tusks curved downward, like hooks. This was Deinotherium, 15 feet tall, bigger than modern elephants. Its tusks likely stripped bark and pulled branches. Not a predator, but unstoppable herbivores. Few dared to attack. Yet, as forests shrank, its specialized diet became a mountain. Deinotherium vanished, leaving only smaller cousins behind. But if this elephant's relative was strange, the next beast may have been. In a world where giants ruled the land, one predator chose the water. Beneath the boiling sun of ancient Africa, a shadow stirs in the river. The monster they called Spinosaurus. Its jaws, lined with conical teeth, designed not for tearing flesh, but for gripping prey. Fish the size of sharks vanished in a single strike. Water exploded around it, as the king of rivers hunted with silent precision. But this was no mindless killer. It was a master of 2 worlds, land and water, a true evolutionary experiment. When Spinosaurus moved, everything fled. Even the air seemed to hold its breath. Yet for all its power, its kingdom was fragile. Drought and time would bury its reign in silence. Millions of years later, we dig through the sand to find its bones. This was no myth. This was Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, the first true aquatic dinosaur. Half dragon, half crocodile, all terror. Spinosaurus, the king that ruled. Legends tell of unicorns. But what if they were memories? This was Elasmotherium, a rhinoceros the size of a truck, 15 feet long, per tons heavy, and its horn, possibly 6 feet long, a spear of keratin, a weapon for defense, or perhaps dominance. Unlike modern rhinos, Elasmotherium could run. Possibly. Imagine a horn tank charging across Siberia's grasslands. To ancient humans, it may have looked like myth made real. And perhaps that's how unicorn legends began. But our next beast wasn't myth. It was all too real. A giant ape that once walked beside us. 10 feet tall, half a ton of muscle, a jaw strong enough to crush bamboo. This was Gigantopithecus, the largest ape that ever lived. Peaceful, yes. A plant eater. But in size, terrifying. Nothing challenged it. Did humans see it? Possibly. And maybe they remembered it. Did stories of Yeti, Bigfoot, or Sasquatch? Gigantopithecus eventually vanished, but its memory lingers in folklore. Still, one more shadow remained. A predator unlike any other. Some beasts we know of. Others are mystery. Androsarchus is a mystery. What do we have? A skull, 2 feet long, crocodile-like, with teeth built for crushing bone. From it, scientists imagine a horse-sized predator, a wolfish body, an opportunistic killer, and shocking, distant kin to whales and dolphins. A predator born from the same family tree as dolphins. Was it a hunter? A scavenger? We may never know. But face-to-face with Androsarchus, survival would not have been an option. So why did they vanish? Climate change shrank their habitats. Ice ages came and went. Ecosystems shifted. And then we arrived. Early humans, small, fragile, but intelligent. With tools, with fire, with teamwork. We didn't just live among giants. We outlasted them. And slowly, one by one, the great beasts fell silent. But their story isn't gone. It's written in fossils, in legends, in the landscapes they once ruled. And maybe their greatest lesson is this. No dominance lasts forever. No matter how big, strong, or terrifying extinction comes for all. Except us. For now, these are the 7 forgotten beasts that ruled the earth 3 million years ago.